Alright, hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So I haven't done like a voiceover in a while, so I'm gonna see how this goes. To start off this look, I outlined her brows with the LA Colors Browie Wowie eyebrow pencil, and after I got done outlining, I used my Anastasia Beverly Hills Duo Brow Powder in dark brown on a BH Cosmetics V10 brush. Doing other people's brows is low-key tricky for me, so what I like to do is I go underneath with my e.l.f. flat eyeliner brush and my L'Oreal True Match concealer in Warm Fair Light, and I underline the brow so that way I can see where I can or how I can make them more symmetrical. So you can see right here I was kind of going in a little bit more to match the other brow, and then just smoothing down the product after I get it to where I want it. Now I'm just going back in with some more of that brow powder to do hair-like strokes, and once I get it to where I want it, I'm using this BH Cosmetics pink Stipling brush to blend out the product. After I conceal is when I like to add some of the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara in Brownie Browns. And these have fibers in it, so it helps the eyebrows to look a little bit more hair-like.
I'm sorry.
Before I forget, everything I use will be down below. I used a lot of stuff in this tutorial, so if I don't get it, then I apologize. But starting with my BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival Palette, I'm starting off with the shade Dippie in this pretty pink shade, and I stamped it on and then blended it out. And then to diffuse the edges, I used the even lighter pink shade called Electric, and I just started going back and forth in windshield wiper motions. And I also apologize that I look like a homeless child in this video. I had 2 exams this day, so it was a lot for me to even be functioning at that point. But anyways, I blended those 2 colors together to look more seamless with the BH Cosmetics ItsmyRayeRaye brush. And then I used the shade in that same Weekend Festival palette called Spirit to highlight the brow. Afterwards, in that same palette, I used the shade Swag to kind of get the purple shade going on the outer third of the eye, but I wanted it to pop more, so I went in my Juvia's Place Zulu palette and used the pretty purple shade and just kept building up and blending out. As you can see, this process was a little bit meticulous, but I just kept on like adding color and pigment and just blending it out because I didn't want it to lose when I started cutting her crease. I used the flat synthetic Beauties Factory brush to cut her crease, and I cut the crease and then tapped it to make it more tacky so the eyeshadow would stick. I used the shade Bomb Ass by Jaclyn Hill and Morphe in the Ring the Alarm palette on a Smashbox double exposure brush.
Wait, don't laugh. Please don't open your eye. Please do not open your eye. Your eyes are gonna water. Okay, we gotta turn it off. Yeah.
To finish off blending between the red shade and the purple, I went back in the Ring the Alarm palette and went in with the shade Framed, and I just kind of went back and forth. And afterwards, I added some glitter, some red glitter to the cut crease. Now I'm just shaping up her ends of her eyes to make the eyeshadow look more sharp. I'm going in with my Maybelline MasterCamo palette. It's like the medium one in the second row to do underneath her eyes. Then I use the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation in Golden Beige on the inside of her face. And then I use the shade Caramel on the outside of her face to give her a little bit more depth and warm up her face more. And all of these like brushes and stuff will be in my description box. I know I was going fast, and a lot of these were hers. The only ones I really used that were mine were for the eyebrows, so I don't even know the names of them. I apologize, but they'll all be down below, I promise. I highlighted underneath her eyes with the L'Oreal True Match in Warm Fair Light. I blended it out, and then I kept blending it out till it got tacky. And then in order to set her face, I used some of the Benai Banana Luxury powder, and I tapped to get out the creases and applied powder to her T-zone. So underneath her eyes, her chin, her forehead. Okay, wait, I take that back. I use my LA Colors Contours brush because I feel like that's a really good way for me to get the straight contour. But I put it on her cheekbones and then her forehead and use the leftover for the bridge of her nose. And then I use that brush to initiate to start blending out the contour. But then I went in with the BH Cosmetics ItsmyRayeRaye brush. I don't know the number, but I'll have it down below. And I just kind of went back in and just like gave her face some more dimension. In order to set her face, I used some of the Wet n Wild Photofocus Natural Finish Setting Spray, and I made sure not to get her eyeballs. And then because I put false lashes on her, I used some of the NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and I didn't do a wing, I just did it on top of her eye. For her nose highlight, I used the Just Color Pro Glow Baked Highlighter in Unicorn Dust and blended it out with the ItsmyRayeRaye BH Cosmetics highlighter brush. And then I didn't show the clip, but I actually used Moonlight and Radiant on the sides of her cheekbones for the side highlight. For her lips, I used this Palladio lip liner and Nutmeg, and this Ruby Kisses liquid lipstick in Wildfire. And yeah, that was it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and before you know it, I'll be back with another video.